I'm going to tell you some advice that is going to help you get into your PhD program and actually do extremely well in your career, wherever that career is. It's from a grumpy professor, and I don't feel good today. My puppy kept me up all night because she wasn't feeling good. And I want to tell you this right now, and what this advice is, and it's going to change who you are. Quit thinking about yourself. You're so self-centered and focused on yourself. You're forgetting how to actually serve other people. You got to remember, it's not about you. It is about them. When you get that through your head and actually start focusing on the fact that you are actually trying to serve other people, and you start thinking about how can I make other people better, that's when doors are going to open up. So if you are applying for a PhD program and you're thinking and talking about how amazing that you are in that application, nobody cares. Everybody is amazing. If you turn it around and you talk about just how amazing everybody else is and that you've actually read their stuff and you've gone through and paid attention to what they're doing and you actually highlight some of those things, guess what? Things are going to open up. If you go in to somebody's, if you're thinking about like, oh, I'm going to extract something out of this circumstance, or how can I advance myself, or what is it in for me to do this particular thing? Guess what? Nobody's going to pay attention to you. It's going to be that way because everybody else is thinking the exact same thing. Do you want to know when people actually pay attention to you? Is when you pay attention to them. And all of a sudden you're starting to say, hey, I would like to help you out. How can I possibly help you out? What is it that I can do to help you out? Better yet, go and actually do something for them before they even ask. Like, it is not rocket science. Look to see what they're doing. Go collect some data, send it to them, and say, hey, I would love for you to get some thoughts on this. And guess what? It's a gift when that happens. You are actually trying to help them out. And if they neglect you or not pay attention to you or ignore you, whatever it is, guess what? That is a signal of what that relationship is going to be like. It is not going to be a good relationship for you. And that is not going to work out for you. If they respond and they come back and they say, hey, you know what? I appreciate the work that you put in. Did you think about this? Guess what that kind of relationship's going to be like? Like, you got to get, you really can't, you got to quit thinking about yourself. I mean, that's honestly the biggest advice that you are going to go through at this moment is you're thinking about yourself. You think that you're amazing and that everything should happen to you. Guess what? There are 100, 1,000, 10,000 other people doing the exact same thing that you're doing. You are not standing out from anybody else. So you got to figure out, how do you stand out from anybody else? That means solving somebody's problem, actually taking that step and working through something and saying, hey, I actually want to put in the effort and read what you have done and actually try to answer a question, extend it, do something that is actually going to help that person out other than yourself. When you get through that and it sticks, whatever that looks like for you, you're going to get into graduate school. You are going to do well in your career. People are going to pay attention to you because you're really focused on other people. When you stop paying attention to yourself and you start realizing that the world is bigger than you is when things actually happen. So if you really want to get into graduate school, you really want to become whatever it is you want to become, quit it. Quit focusing on yourself. I mean, this world is so freaking self-centered as it is. And you're going to be the next person that's going to be self-centered and amazing and telling everybody how amazing you actually are. Oh my gosh, really? You don't think everybody else sees through this? You are just as much of a pile of crap as everybody else out there. We're all piles of crap. The only reason that makes you better off or somebody else better off is because you actually help them out. And when you get to the point that you actually are helping somebody out, then they're going to actually reach out to you and say something to you and say, hey, I absolutely appreciate what you did. That was amazing. I seen that you spent a good couple weeks on this thing. I really like what you're doing. And perhaps you can come talk to me about working in my lab or working at my institution, and I would actually appreciate that fact. Get it through your head. It's not about you. It is about them.